Hello everyone. Yes, my Numatic vacuum cleaners have been breeding again and have given birth to another. This is Hetty Xtend, another variation of a Hetty. She's just the same as all the other Hettys but with extra tools, and I'll show you those tools during the course of the video. I've had this quite a while actually. It was delivered on the 28th of October 2022. And she's been screaming to get out. She said, "When is it my turn on your channel? I've been stuck in this box for ages." Well, Hetty, your turn has come. Let's see if she's still okay after all this time being left alone in the box. Well, she wasn't quite alone. She was surrounded by many other boxed vacuum cleaners. So hopefully she's made some friends while in storage. So first out, it's a bit of a shame. They've gone now to black and white instruction books. They'll say it's kinder to the environment, I'm sure, but what they're really saying is it's cheaper for us to print a black and white instruction book. But to give Numatic their due, at least there is a printed instruction book and not just a QR code that you've got to scan with your iPhone or whatever phone you've got. Some people don't have an iPhone or a smartphone. There are some people out there that don't. Here's the first of the additional tools. Oh dear. She's having a bad hair day already. Yes, it's a shame that they can't put a little cardboard sort of ring around this to stop the brushes getting all distorted while they're waiting to be unboxed. I mean, that'll eventually, hopefully, go back. She's got bed hair, hasn't she, or box hair in this case. So that's the first new accessory. I won't open all these yet. We've seen them countless times. Here's the current carpet and hard floor nozzle. You like it or hate it. Again, I'll open this shortly, but that contains all the small cleaning tools. Here we have the regular hose, and the second addition to Hetty Xtend, we have this extra bit of hose that when attached to the main hose enables Hetty to reach right up to the top of the stairs. You also get an additional joining piece here. We'll also have one of these in the set of tools in this little bag. We'll get one of these as well, but this is additional because it fits on to the extra hose. And then you take the standard hose and you join them together to increase the length. So not only useful for cleaning upstairs, but also useful when you're cleaning out the car. We have the curved wand with the plus and minus suction control. So if Hetty is hard to push on your carpet, you can turn this to the minus setting, and that opens up the valve here and allows air into the system to reduce the suction at the nozzle. Then we've got, buckle my shoe, extension wands. Oh, and they've actually, that's different. Apart from the cardboard top to keep Hetty all snug in her box, this has been put on, so maybe that will stop any nasty scratches that sometimes you get on brand new pneumatics. No addition. Oh yes, sorry, there is one spare bag. Gone are the days of 3 or 4 spare bags. You do get one spare bag. HEPA flow, massive capacity, easy to get hold of. There'll be one fitted inside Hetty as well, so that's enough to keep you going for several weeks. And here she is. Finally, Hetty, you're out of the box. So here's everything out of the box apart from Hetty herself. We've got the 2 wands, the curved handle, dusting brush, the upholstery nozzle with a slide-on brush, crevice tool, carpet and floor nozzle, long adjustable dusting brush, the little adapter piece that enables you to attach any of the accessories directly to the hose end without having to use the handle. Of course, we've got the standard hose as well as the extension hose and the joining piece, not forgetting the spare dust bag and full instructions. The body of Hetty is just the same as any standard 160 sized Hetty, but of course you can turn any Hetty or Henry into a reach model by buying the additional tools. At the time of making this video, you can buy a car and stair kit to fit Hetty, Henry, George, Charles, James, all of the standard pneumatics, and that comprises of the extension hose, an extra long flexible crevice tool plus a mini turbo tool. Or you can buy the reach kit, which includes the extendable hose, this dusting brush and an adjustable telescopic wand. So go on to myhenry.com and you'll see many different tools you can buy to extend the use of your Henry or Hetty. And if you just want to refresh an older model, you can buy a complete toolkit, and often Numatic and My Henry do offers where you get 20% off selected accessories, so it's always worth checking. And of course, if you want bags and filters and things, you can get them from there. So here she is. As I said, she's the compact 160 size. She'll have 160 in the model number. If it has 200 in the model number, it means it's the standard regular sized. And I think you can still buy a regular sized Hetty. Certainly the Hetty Extra is the full sized with a slightly bigger drum. So here she is. Nothing really new to show you. If you've seen all my pneumatic videos, this is not going to be much different, but watch it anyway. What else have you got to do? So at the back here, of course, we have the tool storage. Let's just gather up the small tools. I'll slide on the brush. So you can just put 2 of the smaller tools on board, or you can piggyback the other accessories as well. For example, I could put the adapter piece into the upholstery nozzle, pop that back there, and the dusting brush can nestle on top of the crevice tool, and that fits there. So you can store all the small tools on board. This slot here allows you to park the standard carpet and floor nozzle. So if you pause your cleaning, you can just slot that in there, and then when you resume your cleaning, you don't have to bend down and pick your hose and nozzles up from the floor. You can just lift them out, and of course it can make for easier storage in a cupboard. Hetty Xtend features a single speed 620 watt motor plus a mains on indicator light. The number 22 at the start of the serial number denotes that Hetty was made in 2022. Hetty comes with a built-in carry handle, so you can pick her up, carry her upstairs or outside to clean the car. To access Hetty's large HEPA-Flow dust bag, we've got 2 clips either side. Just pull them out, and then you can remove the motor unit. Under the motor unit, we have a standard filter. You're not supposed to wash this. According to the filter itself, it will say on it, do not wash. But some people have washed these. They shouldn't get very dirty, providing you always use Hetty with a dust bag, and especially if you use Hetty with a pneumatic HEPA-Flow bag. This might get a bit dirty after a lot of use. You can just brush it clean if it does. But as I said, you're not supposed to wash it, but some people have with success. So you can always buy an extra spare one if you want to, but it shouldn't be necessary. This is a bagged cleaner. There's not constant filter washing as you'd get with most bagless machines. So here we have the HEPA-Flow bag fitted. Quite simple machine. To remove a full bag, I always like to put my machines, my pneumatics, on the end like this. So when you pull the bag away from the bag support tube, it's not going to spill out too much dust. Some dust will spill out inevitably, but not much. When you've got the bag out, you can just close the flap and dispose of the dirt. If any dust has got into the bag compartment, you can just wipe that out with a damp cloth, dry it, and then fit a new bag. Goes with the printing uppermost. And again, it just pushes on like so. Very simple. Very little maintenance is required with a Hetty or a Henry. Any machine with a bag, in my experience, does require less maintenance than the majority of bagless cleaners. So there we go. There's Hetty's capacity. She's 6 litres, the bag capacity with the smaller Hetty as opposed to 9 litres for the full size ones, but the bags are the same size. It just means it has a bit less room to fill up inside one of the compact Hettys or Henrys. So we'll take the motor unit, quick flash of Hetty's undercarriage there, very simple. There's the motor. And a little warning, now I have said in the past, if Hetty starts to smell, and you know, because of her large bag capacity, she's going to be holding a lot of dirt inside her for quite some weeks, and that dirt can start to whiff a bit. Now I have said in the past, you could get an air freshener, a disc type air freshener, or those little oblong flat things, and just slot it under the filter cage here, which I've done many times and it's been fine. I understand that some people have been using air freshener beads in the top of these filters. Don't do that, because the small beads can be sucked straight into the machine, because they're small enough to go through here, through into the motor, and you're going to have to take it apart and get those beads out. Those beads really should be placed inside the dust bag. So you don't want to be putting anything in this filter that could get loose and be sucked into the motor. Those larger filters, those round discs, or the other types, they'll just slot in, they'll be fine. I've used them many times. Or as I said, you can use air fresheners that just go inside the bag, and then there's no chance of anything getting into the motor. So there we go. I wouldn't recommend using shake and vac either. It's not very good for vacuum cleaners or your pets. I'd never use shake and vac. I used to in the past, but I've learnt my lesson. Don't use shake and vac or any carpet freshening powder if you've got dogs or cats. It's not good for them. So I think that's all we can look at with you, Hetty. I know you're a simple plain girl, but you're a lovely girl, aren't you? She's got a good suction on her. So let's pull out the 10-metre mains cable, and you'll see, I'll have to point this out. I know I'm teaching your grandmother to suck eggs, but some people, honestly, judging by the comments they get on my other videos, they really, to put it kindly, are a little bit clueless when it comes to vacuum cleaners. Oh, I live, breathe and eat these things. Well, I don't eat them, but you know what I mean. So I do know that don't try plugging in Hetty like this. She does have a little protective plastic cover on the plug, so remove that, pop that in Hetty's, sorry, I misgendered her. Pop that in Hetty's box, and you're ready to plug in. So we need to remove the flex. There we go. I hope you had time to make a cup of tea. So we'll plug her in. She is off. We don't want her bursting into life by mistake, do we? Right, she's plugged in. I've switched her on at the socket, and hopefully you can see, despite my bright lights, that the mains on light has illuminated. And Hetty's mains on light will always stay illuminated as long as she's plugged in to a live socket outlet. Okay, Hetty, it's time to be switched on for the first time. Here goes. She's got a powerful suck on her. Let's attach Hetty's nose so she can seek out dirt. Just fits on with a twist fitting. Make sure it's tightly on. And then of course we can now use Hetty all around the home. Carpets, cars, stairs, upholstery, nooks and crannies, cobwebs up high, and maybe some of those jobs you wouldn't give to your little cordless cleaner. Hetty will suck them up. I'm just going to do a quick sealed suction test with Hetty. Spoiler alert, this is going to measure 80, as most of the pneumatic cleaners I've shown you measure 80 on this gauge, including some of the 1200 watt models. Some of the older machines still measure around 80. So place your bets now, folks. Where's the needle going to stop? Will it be on 80? Who knows? Okay, let's set up Hetty for carpet cleaning. So the first thing we need to do is attach the curved handle to the end of the hose, and it will go either way. This is the way I normally use Hetty for cleaning carpets and floors, but you can also put the handle in this way, and this is a good way of using Hetty. What you can do, I'll show you now. You can attach the wands directly to the handle, and then you can put the curved handle onto this end, and then because Hetty comes with this additional adjustable dusting tool, that can go on the top like that, and you can adjust the angle. So now you've got extra reach, so you can clean tops of wardrobes, the tops of your kitchen cabinets, providing they haven't got a load of stuff on top of them. Any high places, just adjust this. If you've got ceiling fans, we don't really have those much in the UK, but in America I'm sure you have ceiling fans in hotter countries. But yes, you can just do all sorts of high level dusting with this configuration, so that's quite good. But for carpet cleaning we need to put it in the other way, so you can just reverse it like that, and then of course put the carpet and floor nozzle on. I wouldn't recommend Hetty personally if you've got lots of plush pile carpeting like this. She's okay on short pile carpets and rugs and hard floors, but for larger areas of carpet I don't recommend this nozzle. You can of course buy the Pro Kit, which includes a turbo nozzle, or you could get the TurboCat. I featured that on my channel a while ago, which was a very good turbo powered nozzle, very big. I might get that out and we can quickly use it on Hetty. If you've got lots of carpet, well then personally I think you should be looking elsewhere. But if you want an additional vacuum, say you've got a cordless machine that you use from day to day and it's fine on carpets, it's always good to have a backup mains powered cleaner for those other jobs. So Hetty would be an ideal accompaniment to any cordless, whether it be a Shark, Dyson, a Vax, whatever, because when the batteries run down on your cordless machine and you've still got work to do, at least you can think, Hetty's there, she won't let me down. And of course Hetty might be a bit easier to use in your car with the hose. Some of these cordless handheld machines are quite bulky, and if they don't have a hose attachment it's very hard to get into the nooks and crannies. But with Hetty, and especially with Hetty Xtend, if I can find a hose, what have I done with it? Where's it gone? Oh, somebody's playing. Oh, here it is, right in front of my face. With the extra hose, of course, Hetty will reach all around your car, even a large car, motorhome. Take Hetty to your caravan. So I really truly believe that you still need a corded cleaner as a backup, and unless you've got a very small apartment or house, it's a good idea to have a backup mains powered machine. So let's give her a push. I think she's not too bad on this carpet, this particular nozzle. I didn't like this nozzle at first, but it has grown on me a little bit. I'm going to try Hetty on her full suction, so the valve is fully closed. So let's give her a push. I've teamed Hetty up with my TurboCat EX power nozzle. This nozzle uses the airflow of Hetty to drive a revolving brush, and at the time of making this video I think that's the best nozzle you can buy for any pneumatic cleaner, Hetty, Henry, Charles, George, etc. If you're looking for better performance on carpet, then personally TurboCat is the way to go. You can buy this in the USA. If you're watching this in the UK, the only place I've seen it at a good price is eBay. They've sold out a few times since I made the first video. I have a separate video of this TurboCat in action if you want to check that out on my channel. And as I said, they've sold out a couple of times, maybe partly due to the video I made. I don't know. I'm not on commission though. I bought this myself. I've used it. I like it. It's certainly better than the turbo head you can buy for your pneumatic machine. It costs around £60, which is quite a lot of money, but if you're struggling with your Henry or Hetty on thicker pile carpets especially, then just wait till you use one of these. It's so easy to push, bit on the loud side, but it makes a huge difference to the ease of use and the performance of any pneumatic or any cleaner that takes a 32mm wand you can fit to a TurboCat. Well, that's just about the end of my video on Hetty Xtend. I believe she was exclusive to Curry's stores in the UK, and at the time you see this video she's possibly been discontinued, so apologies for not opening Hetty sooner. But Hetty Xtend is just the same as a regular 160 sized Hetty, apart from the fact the regular Hetty doesn't come with this dusting tool or the extension hose, but of course you can buy them separately. You can buy the dusting tool separately from myhenry.com. If you want the hose, I haven't seen that on its own, not the extension hose. You have to buy that with the car and stair kit or the reach kit, but again, check myhenry.com for those. If you have any comments or questions about Hetty Xtend, please comment below. And if you want to see a lot more pneumatic cleaners in action, I've done big mess tests, I've actually demonstrated these machines with dirt, you can check out my pneumatic playlist where you'll find dozens of pneumatic videos. So for me and Hetty Xtend, it's goodbye and thanks for watching.